Okay, we have this. This is basically a dog food project. It's the main project is called UB Views, but I do a lot of testing in this project here to kind of break things. Anyway, this is a Maui project that basically depends on three libraries. The first one is a custom domain language developed in F#. I've upgraded to .NET 8.0, as you can see, and this is a custom domain language that basically allows me to create my own query engine or query language that I use to set up queries, which are then processed by the query engine, which basically allows me to use the power of F# to everything that's available in F# and discriminated unions, etc., to handle queries. It's really the best way to do it. It's C# takes a lot more code to do it. F#'s much more compact and efficient, and that's why I'm using those libraries. So far, I've had no problem using F# libraries in Maui. And I don't think F#'s the issue, but what I need to do is determine whether it is or not. Anyway, I've upgraded both the libraries, all the F# libraries, and as you can see, we've upgraded our dependencies. We're running on .NET 8 all the way through. Here, here, and here, all .NET 8. Here's the proj file for, let's show you the proj file for F#. I'm working on another project where I'm starting from scratch on .NET 8 with Maui. And I'm bringing in all these libraries, and I'm just going to build it up from the ground up, clean up the proj file, and I'm going to have that as another test. So I'll do two tests. One is I'll try and debug this, and the other is I'll start from scratch. Just move all the classes and libraries and everything else over and see which one ends up becoming the easiest way to migrate to .NET 8. This has got to be all cleaned up. I'll clean all this up. There's basically where we're at in terms of libraries and stuff. This can be set to a specific version like we did before. But in any case, I wanted to show you the kind of error that I'm getting, because the app appears to work. Use the libraries, and then when I try and every time I try and navigate backwards, I can navigate forwards, but I can't navigate backwards. The minute I navigate backwards, I get a null exception. I mean. I'll show you what it does. So we'll use the query engine here just to see that it works. I'll just keep the query simple. So it works, but then when you navigate back, you end up here. And let's see, I think we had an inner exception here. I've got a null reference somewhere in this. Here's basically what you're seeing. If we go, let's see if we can find something a little more informative here. Should. Oh, that's interesting. Underscore query interface. That gives me a I wonder if that's my code. Underscore query. Okay, make note of that. That might be something to do with my code. Underscore query interface. It sure sounds like my code, unless .NET Maui uses the term query interface in there somewhere, but I do a lot. VTable. Where's a good place to get this insight? Well, just not a lot of information. One of these places are going to give me more information. The sync root property may not be used for the synchronization of concurrent collections. Well, whatever that is, I kind of got a hint, but I don't know what to do with it. Count system collections. My dream is to get the community toolkit framework all set up and be able to debug, step into the code, and I just don't have a good dev environment right now to do that. That's why I haven't done it. We just moved back from Japan, and it's kind of chaos and disaster. We're in the middle of a remodel, and oh, that's not fun. I don't wish that on anybody. Oh, come on, give me some information. Let's just see if we can find the mother lode here. That's not cutting it. Yep. Well, anyway, I don't think it's as easy as I... That's why I'm starting to build out the project from scratch, clean it up, and start with a fresh, brand new .NET Maui 8 application, and then build out the classes and the libraries and everything, and see if that ends up with a success, because if it does, well, then it'll prove, one, that the F# libraries aren't the problem, and two, it could be some way I've configured it, or they have the project set up, or God knows what. I mean, this is development. It could be anything. Boolean find attributes reflection member. I'm just hoping that maybe I get a hint in one of these inner. There was a... It could be something to do with marshalling back and forth between the F# libraries. I don't know. It's possible. That's why I'm going to build it out fresh and clean. Start with a clean .NET Maui 8 application and add in all the libraries and classes. And if that doesn't work, then I'd be devastated if .NET Maui doesn't play nice with F#. That would be really a blow, because F# is a powerful paradigm. Functional programming is really important for some kinds of applications like I want to develop, particularly in the business domain. There it is. That's what I was looking for. I hope there's something. Nope. That doesn't tell me a lot unless you're able to step in the code. Module. System collections concurrent DL. manage the 280 transition. So I need to debug the native code. So the object sender is a Microsoft UI XAML unhandled exception event args, right there. What is happening in the XAML? My hunch is this could be something in XAML too, but again, I just am not getting enough information to narrow this down. And I think the only way to do that is actually step into the framework code and actually see exactly, follow it all the way through and exactly see from my code into the framework code where the actual problem is. And then, because I've got error handling all throughout my code. If I fault anywhere in my code, it's caught, because it's basically, essentially, I'll show you why I say that. In my code, almost every view model or piece of code I set up basically for error handling, everything's in try-catch blocks. I set up a string for the name of the class, audio service, set up a string for every single method, and if I fault and catch it, I put out the name of the class and the name of the method that it's happening in. So everything, all my code is instrumented this way. So anywhere where an error happens in my code, it's going to be caught, and you're going to know exactly where it started. What's going on is behind the scenes somewhere, I'm getting this null reference or something like that in XAML, or it appears to be anyway. It's throwing me into this state, exception. Typically, I see this kind of error when I've got a static resource that's missing or misnamed, and the XAML tries to go and get it or do something with it, and then it throws me into this appgics file right on this. I get this error when my static resources in the app XAML file are not set up properly, and this is really annoying. I want to get a little more information on how to debug this problem, or what I should be setting my settings up to debug this specifically. But that's another day. I'm just trying to get this app released so I can go through one development cycle, pound on Maui, push it as hard as I can, try and break it, and then see what comes out of it. So anyway, until I set up a real development environment, I'm kind of stuck. This laptop really sucks to try and do anything on this little screen. All right, enough of this. Have a good day.